action. It's what we've been waiting for, what could be the last map of the night. It's FURIA, it's Liquid, it's Inferno, and we're heating things up. Let's get into the action.
Yeah.
Great dance moves in the studio right now.
Yeah, it's a shame that we cut off before the dancing begins, honestly.
It's probably for the better, to be honest. But don't worry, EVS is always running, so surely they can do something to ruin our lives. And there you have it. Pistol round. It's going to be a push from FURIA, formerly known as an angel push. Twist taking a look there from the middle ditch. How does he stay alive? Twist just barely gets out of there with 53 HP. And now a lot of pressure is being put on Banana.
Yeah, flash in. Ooh, Stewie, he gets the entry. Henny's still here. He's blinded back and he's pushed towards the ruins. FURIA was trying to send an early rotate into this site, and that is Art. He's coming through a smoke. Will decide against it, committing to being inside of ruins instead as Liquid take B. It's going to be a hard retake to get back in for FURIA. 3 in through the choke point. Twist is lining up kills with the Glock. Nitro trades 1-for-1. Queserato has been supporting this entire time.
Yeah, now just Elysian Stewie left. Half the time ticked off of this bomb. Stewie removes Yuri. Queserato gets put down as well. And Team Liquid, they're going to go 1-0 up. The pistol round locked on in here for the Team Liquid side. And now FURIA going to come in with a force buy here to try and throw a bit of a curveball into the mix. Not so much, I mean, it's pretty standard in the meta nowadays, but, you know, I can call it what I want.
You can.
I've got the microphone.
What's up now, haters? That's Harry Russell, not me.
Yeah. Quickly uncosign that one. Yeah, now the force fight on the cards from FURIA. Let's see what they can get done with it, right? Vinny over here towards top Banana has Henny lying in wait. Lots of smokes purchased up here for FURIA. They're going to try and go for this iconic Inferno smoke delay play. You want to try and hold on to as much of this utility as you can and just try and expel it later in the round. That's why they're kind of going through the rest of the motions, the flashes, the nades. But there's one of the smokes dropped already. Henny will come in and throw one down from CT. Now, that was spotted by Stewie, and he's actually going to start to push and prod this B site. If you're Team Liquid, you have a pretty good idea as to what FURIA are trying to do here, right? This smoke delay play is not revolutionary, it's something that we see a hell of a lot. And so, going to be a bit more pressure on Liquid maybe to force a couple of gunfights just so you bait these smoke grenades out from FURIA. And they've done a great job of that, right? There's only one left, and that's over towards the B site right now. That's not where this play is looking to end up for Liquid, though. They get top mid control, they leave Banana, they head towards A, and it's only Yuri here.
Holding it down in the library. All them books. But right now, it's Liquid that are schooling FURIA. They're going to get this bomb planted, and FURIA are going to have to head on out. Hold on to what they've purchased. Sometimes you got to hold on to what you got, Harry.
You do indeed, and that is the advice that FURIA are taking right now. They don't want to give any of these oh yeah, I thought there'd be more players with armor. I kind of forgot that this was a bit of a light force buy just because they were putting a real emphasis on holding the utility. Nitro's going to save over here in the pit. And that's not where the action's going down. Liquid are trying to hunt these guns away. It's only the scout that they would actually have much to gain from dropping. And yeah, Queserato just stops taking fights. So nothing really happens at the end of the round. We could have just skipped that whole bit. Team Liquid 2-0 up now. And FURIA still keeping 4 players alive, right? They're going to reinvest in those smokes. They're going to try and do the delay play again. I actually quite like this idea for a buy on CT Inferno. You know, smokes are pretty cheap to reinvest into. So they still have one into the future. And they kept the majority of them. Or at least the weapons. You know, only having to drop the $300 getting those smokes. So it actually gives FURIA a pretty good chance to do some damage in this round as well.
Yeah, pretty standard setups here from the side of Liquid. Or at least how they approach the early round. I say that, Stewie just eats a grenade. Just absolutely found himself in the old meal meme review. Molotov's going to force Art out of position of the window. Meanwhile, Liquid are going to be occupying that position. It's going to be Liege, the first one in. Just to be catching him a little bit later, though, in the hall. So he's not by his lonesome, and on looking is Naf with the Galil in middle. FURIA not pressuring this. They're not going to walk out in here into the shots. They do not have the weapons yet. Smoke over towards Arch, at least the Cubby side. It's going to force K-Serato to reposition. At least keeping these A players honest, keeping them on their toes. Meanwhile, there's nobody there. They've all elected to go towards B. And that does create the B setup that we're going to see from Liquid. They're going to try to take this B site with force. Just a smoke to keep them at bay for the time being. Here we go. Fleur-de-lis smokes. Vinny catches the pass, fumbles, backs off. Meanwhile, Alicia's ran straight through. That news is not going to be traveling well.
Oh my good lord. Vinny and Henny, they get it done with the Deagles. They have done all FURIA could have hoped for in this round. Yuri and Art have got a fighting chance now as they head in towards Banana for this retake. Double Galil on Elige and Naf to try and hold down the bomb site. Naf playing in the pit. This position's a bit of a double-edged sword, because now that they know he's here, they can double peek this. They can try and deal with him, and that's where Elige's flash has helped out massively, but not enough, perhaps. Yuri, 1v1, spotted, and just about dealt with. Elige and Naf keep that in their hands, and Liquid will take a third round, but the Deagles get away with a hell of a lot, and that's something FURIA are going to be more than happy with.
Swaps out his AK for a Galil as well. Maybe thought it was a Creed. Unfortunately, not the case. But still the round taken by Liquid, and that's important enough. True. Kills K-Serato. Vinny just has to go at that point and somehow gets an unbelievable mow down with the Deagle. 2.5 kills. Henny finishes the third, and it gets close, but Liquid do shut it out in the one-on-one. It's now going to be guns out for FURIA. Orb here for K-Serato as well. Early into the CT side. Flash into Banana. No one to play off the back of it. There is a molly down for Liquid to keep them at bay. He spots middle and he falls off. Liquid begin to move on. At least it was the Galil, I guess.
There's always a silver lining somewhere around there, Hugo. Just gotta find it. You gotta look for it.
Let's keep our eyes peeled.
Yes, sir. Eyes peeled currently over here towards the A site. Not a single player from Liquid have found Banana control, and no one's really contesting it inside of FURIA either. A flash is coming through the smokes at the Arch side. Stu's gonna smoke that off and wait out another smoke. This is Inferno. It's a game of smokes.
Oh, Stewie. He just walks right through it. He doesn't care. Going through the archway and into the CT spawn, killing one of the B players, and look at the reaction. Liquid know that that was a B player. They're going to double back. Henny gone, and only one man at the back of the site. It's Vinny. He's got a Molotov to buy time, but he doesn't want to give away his position just yet. Hiding at the coffins, making sure he's not being flanked. Now Liquid making their presence known. The flash in. Vinny finding the bomb. He drops it at his feet. Molotov can delay the coffin plant as well, but it's actually not a perfect molly. They can pick it back up and get it down on the coffin. Stewie catching rotation. So much damage onto Art as he takes down Yuri on that A side lurk. Liquid now just having to hold the post plant.
Stewie continuing this wrap and Vinny getting timed a bit there. You imagine that was communicated that a man was existing in the CT spawn area, but not able to get away in time. And this is just the save for FURIA. 4-0 lead now for Team Liquid. Once again, it's Stewie doing a hell of a lot of work for Team Liquid.
The reason that's great as well is, you know, if you get a man into Arch or CT, you often just send them in on a suicide mission to flank B and get a kill. And often they'll just die there because FURIA will know Arch has been given up. Stewie doesn't do that. He just stays at long. He stays at CT spawn. And instead, his team, three-man rush the B bomb site. They get the kill. They trade onto Vinny. They get a plant. And then Stewie's able to kill all the other players that are stuck in an A. You can see this. He gets a spray. He damages Art down to 10. He kills Yuri. And then he comes in late and does the job that many would have done a minute earlier. It's a late lurk from Stewie, and he wins Liquid the round.
Very menacing thing there, too. You have to just imagine as a CT how annoying it is to know that your line has been compromised, that your defensive setup has been compromised. There's an example of it. He's going forward. Art's going to be able to pull this AWP out, but not finding any shots down towards T-ramp so far. Okay.
Was it worth it? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. The nade not finding any damage. A bit of a shame, right? It could have been sick, but sadly, Liquid were already pretty deep up top Banana. Henny was not to know that, though. And now this three-man hold assembled over here towards B. There's an AWP on K-Serato, there's an M4 on Art, and I'm listing a bunch of weapons that are never going to get to fire a bullet if Team Liquid commit to this A play, which, as it looks like, is probably the case, considering that they haven't left anyone to float around Banana, which is often what you want to do. If you plan to go back to that side of the map, they just got to... Oh. Okay.
Well, Stewie's on his today, and Furia will be finding that out the hard way. Meanwhile, Banana clear, but guess what, Furia? No one is home. Liquid are going to have the A site rent-free with a plant, and more than likely, K-Serato Art saving these weapons. Perhaps Vinny can try to find himself one as well.
Yeah, Fury even knew that was going to be an A play. The second the flash went off on the A site, you saw Fury get aggressive with the Banana, and they cleared it out. And at that point, you're like, oh, well, we know, but you know, you can't really do anything about it unless Yuri gets multiple kills on the A site. So Furia, you know, I understand the gamble stack towards B. Liquid have hit B in the majority of these rounds. So Furia trying to play the numbers game. Unfortunately, they roll a 1.
It's there's a timing where if Vinny gets into the alt mid, he might be able to retrieve that M4.
Well, Stu, sometimes you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, bud. Rest in peace, Kenny Rogers. However, he's already done enough in that round. He is certainly on a tear right now throughout Inferno, and those numbers are not going to deceive you. 8-1 there for young Stewart. And even more respect for the AK that he's wielding.
The orb's out for K-Serato, taking a quick fight down Banana, but the flashes in for Liquid will render him useless. We have a double AWP on B. That is a surprise to see. K-Serato taking the spawn will rotate off the back of that shot. Doesn't actually use his utility there, funnily enough, so we'll just be holding it on as Liquid play another slow T-side round up top middle. Flash is good for Yuri, but he doesn't capitalize. And Liquid make their way out through the brackets.
Yeah, they're making a ton of noise. They do the trademark walk back while Twist stays in halls. Perhaps they can force a player out of position here on Fury. You can tell that Fury are tired of losing banana control. You opt to put a lot of pressure there as a CT, and that's because you just can't keep giving it up that way. However, Art getting teased by Twist.
Did he see the barrel? I'm trying to work it out. I feel like he did.
Yeah. There was just the tip of that one, not able to capitalize, although now he is emerging from his little hidey hole, but he only gets himself one kill. K-Serato in the meantime. Oh, there's the lineup. Stewie and Nitro, they get the full brunt of that AWP shot. Elige comes in with one, but he needs to get a bit more done here over in top mid. There is still Twists. Now there is no Twists. And there's no Elige either. All the kills come in for Furia. This AWP in the hands of K-Serato finds itself 3. Won't be making a home on K-Serato's back, you imagine. Although, you know, hey, if he can do that.
Why not?
Exactly. Why not Trace from the other side of the room?
No, I said why not. You guys didn't hear me? I must have accidentally pressed my cough button.
Who would do that?
Yeah, who would
lean on their cough button mid-sentence?
That was a bit.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate your support.
There's no subtlety around here, is there?
Yeah, well, you know,
you really make me feel confident.
Because it's like early on,
so much
we were being really early on we were being really supportive of one another, and that's just gone now.
When?
Oh, Henny. That was definitely a world in which he takes that shot. Sadly, not the world we live in. K-Serato gonna come on over for an early rotation. Joins his teammates outside of B and now decides, actually, no. And goes back towards A. Gonna rejoin the rest of the gang there. No, says K-Serato as he moves back towards the library side to hold down long. And this has come at a pretty opportune timing. Now, something to bear in mind in this round is Nitro still waiting back at Banana. This is why, to me, this doesn't have to be the A commitment from Liquid. They've left their options open. Not like, all right, Lee, You're all good there, bud. I don't think there's anyone up there. But there is K-Serato back there. And now here is Art over towards short side, turning this round sour for Team Liquid. Stewie playing with smokes, hides on the back of that flash. K-Serato doesn't know that he's here. And Stewie's played this so well. Catches the timing on K-Serato and now moves into Library. You can bet that he's not going to be ready for this. Oh, he even hears the rotation. Oh dear, Stewie has fluffed it. K-Serato misses as well. Nitro gets dropped over towards the B side of the map. 10 seconds, look at the time. Stewie, this time not in the B bomb site. He's the man attacking it. And this round is done. They're going to try and hold on to these weapons, but they're not able to get away. Oh, Stewie even going down after time.
Yeah, $600. Big money in the bank for Stu, who I do believe is still North America's highest earning player thus far. But I'll have to double check my facts sheet. Or actually, Harry, pull that up. Look like that's what you were doing. Sorry, man.
And Naf, over 7 maps, a 1.37 rating, top performer of the Pro League so far. He's going to run rampant towards the top of Banana. Henny, though, will take him down with a quick shot on the AWP. Again, we've been seeing this double orb stay at B every single time. If Liquid, actually get a successful rush off towards B and they have that double orb there, it's going to be a bloodbath for FURIA. But for now, they double rotate off. Henny has a full sight line of the Banana, so FURIA can afford to stack 4 on that A site. Liquid have their work cut out for them on the Seeker round.
Liquid really love faking these sound cues on this map. Now they're going to eat a grenade for it. Stewie, yet again, drawing the short straw. And the rest of Liquid will also be cleaned up. Still not a great money situation for Stu. He's going to go with a Deagle. Looks like the rest of the team's going to go ahead and just flat out purchase into the round, which does make sense, all things considered. He died after time. The round before last, and that does not leave your money where you want it.
I want to crunch the numbers for you, Trace, and you were dead on.
Oh, okay.
First in NA for Counter-Strike Global Offensive is Stewie with $1 million.
Hot damn.
Just over.
A milli.
That's a lot of O's.
Oh.
And that's a lot of no's.
Oh,
baby.
there's too many O's right now. Elige takes down 3 over here in middle. And yeah, I mean, as the 1s and 0s come on in, this round goes the way of Liquid. It's just going to be the save for Vinny and Henny. Vinny's up here on top of the well, but he's not feeling swell with how this round has gone. Still plenty of cash over in the FURIA bank account. 6 rounds on the board for this Liquid T side, and this one is courtesy of Elige.
Are you guys there?
It's called,
Wait,
Dead
no.
Air Rush.
What was that? Was that the Rushly?
Yeah, it's just a bit low. I thought you guys disconnected or something.
No, have you DC'd Rushly?
No,
Let's see your face. Let's get you up on the camera right here so that everybody
give him a bit of
knows
work here. We'll
who's
see.
talking. That's Rushly chiming in.
Oh, look at this. That's why Elige took the glow over the AK a few rounds ago. Makes some sense now.
Perhaps Rushly has left his microphone open, and that's completely okay, too. Would love to talk with you more, Rush. You want to hang out with us?
Yeah, I can do for a little bit then. How are you guys?
Okay, man. Just want to kind of bring you in here. What's your current take on this game? Are we going to be seeing a third map?
I think they're playing it really well. I think Elige and Stewie really are doing very well. Elige getting in those weird spots all the time. But I do like when Art goes here. This is pretty nice. Caught Twist off guard, but he's playing way more passive, so I don't know. We'll see, though. Look at him. He's...
What?
He was mid-air.
Yep.
Bonkers.
That's wild stuff. Now say it with me. Vac.
Did Jet say it?
I don't know. We're on a delay.
Oh,
So
yeah. We'll know in a minute or two.
We'll know in a minute or two. However, for the time being, Rushly, what about this execute? What are you seeing? Let's see it. Let's hear it, rather.
I don't know. Let's do this. See what they're actually setting up. I feel like Stewie's. Ooh, but I think Henny's not going to allow him to set up though. So I think it's going to be tough. He might get flashed off. And if he does, Stewie's definitely going to kill him. But he didn't even see him.
Old nasty nap, picking it back up. There you have it, the smokes yet again. Bring us to a pause on Inferno. Vici. He disappears into the smoke. He backs up, looks for one. Is able to grab that at the very minimum. Stewie on the trade, good on him. Now we're gonna see a bomb plant for Liquid. One grenade would have even stopped that, but looks like another Liquid round here. I don't believe that FURIA is gonna be going for this, considering Caserado has not moved out of the pit. And, well, there you have it. Here are the numbers.
This is the scary thing for FURIA, right? Is with Elige and Stewie just popping off right now and getting these openers 9 times out of 10. On a map like Inferno, if you're not either ahead of the game in terms of your rotations or you're not able to delay these pushes, which thus far FURIA have kind of struggled with, the only other alternative that leaves you is finding the man advantages, and that's something else that FURIA have been struggling with. So Liquid are just letting these players that are very, very clearly feeling it. I'm looking at Elige and I'm looking at Stewie, just kind of lead the charge. And if they get 2 kills over towards B or they force a rotation, you know, the round's kind of in their hands. FURIA, they're very much getting the pace dictated to them at this point in time. Even in this, oh my God, even in that round there, they try to peak. They're trying to go for the right kind of plays here on the FURIA side, right? They're going for these information grabbing plays, trying to steal back man advantages, and every time they do, it feels like Liquid either have the read or have just kind of completely dodged the things that FURIA have tried to throw on in.
It's kind of crazy that we are 7-3 up for Liquid, and right now, Twist and Nitro both have 1 kill and 6 deaths each. That just shows how much work that Stewie and Elige are doing on these entries, and how on a map like Inferno, 2 or 3 opening kills in a round can guarantee you the round, because FURIA are just going to save, because they are in a position where the economy is more important than the risk of winning a 2-on-4 retake. And that's right where Liquid have left them in so many of these rounds. Double AWP again. Double B AWP. As FURIA hope, beg for a B rush. Liquid won't give it to them.
Yeah, there's way too much utility flying around in Banana. I think I dubbed it the most violent place on Earth earlier before the year changes.
Here's something that's wild.
That was 2 connecting shots.
There's 20, well, I guess now it'll be 27 kills on FURIA. Pretty sure I did that right. And Liquid, they have 25. Despite being 7-3 up.
Inferno, man.
What are you trying to say, Harry?
I'm just saying, you know, that shows what's been happening quite well. I think it illustrates the point. You know, a lot of these rounds have just had to be saves for FURIA, you know, even when they're putting up numbers, even when they're doing the damage, and they certainly are. They're matching Team Liquid. They're actually outdoing Team Liquid on the frag counter at this point in time.
5 out of 7 of the rounds that could have won have been bomb detonations. That means rounds that FURIA have either failed to retake or saved, more likely saved. So, FURIA, yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys saw this before, but Team Liquid having the worst T side 5v4 percentages lost in the last 6 months on Inferno. So, craziness right there, but if you consider it 5 out of 5 right now, they're doing all right.
Well, this is a 4-on-5 right now, and at a disadvantage, they're going to have to turn it around. 2 players in B, standard setup for FURIA, both inside of the site, though. That could create complications. Molly on this position, smoke landed by FURIA. They cut it off. They don't let Vinny get forced out of position. He can get a kill before he drops off. The AWP is here as well. Henny going wide and buying time for the rotates. 13 seconds, Vinny out with a flashbang. This utility is impeccable from FURIA. Those rotations, throwing the flashbangs to set the 2 men up inside of the site, and they will find all the kills required to put FURIA on a 4th.
So now we're looking at a 5 out of 6 for that conversion, or at least that statistic that we were looking at. One thing I'm looking for is Twist to step back up like we have saw him previously in this series. He was laying waste. Maybe he's trying to play with his index on. Don't even know if that's possible, but it could be cool.
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. I think there's like a plugin that lets you play non-VR games in VR. But it's not really in VR. Like, it's like having a mouse and keyboard, but wherever you turn your head, you look. And I feel like that would be very disorientating.
Yeah, I couldn't handle that. That's too much.
Fast flicking, breaking your neck in the process.
maybe that's the future, though. Well, you know, maybe it definitely
breaking
is.
your neck?
No. Maybe that's in my future. Who knows?
Well then, guys.
Anything is possible here at the Pro League. Anything.
That's right. Now we're seeing the seesaw effect here from Liquid again. They do have a little bit of utility to work with, some smokes. 4 of them to be exact, make it just 3 now. So we're gonna drop a smoke there towards Arch and the library side. We're not gonna be alone. Quesarado, quick on the flick, quick on the AWP kill. He's gonna set himself up for another one through Arch. It's just not there, it gets smoked off. Liquid are gonna keep trying to march onto this site.
Oh, the wrap's in though. Lige, he gets taken down through the smoke. He actually found a connecting shot onto Quesarado before that bullet came in, so the trace is giving him up somewhat. 4 on 2. Another situation Fury should have with no question, with the bomb dropped at their feet on one. On the wrap round catches Naf, and Twist has got to jump out of the apartments. He spots one, but he doesn't get the kill. Furia 5 rounds. They get a couple here. They're starting to come into their own on the CT side. The question is, how many more? Because Liquid's money is on the chopping block right now.
Yeah, Quesarado getting that kill is also a big thing. For Fury to stay up in that round in terms of man advantage. He does it all through a smoke. Think he can't clutch through a smoke while streaming in 1080p? Watch this. Shout out Jordan Nothing Gilbert. Pistols here for Liquid, fellas. What are we looking at?
The old Deegs trace.
Ooh.
The big old headbangers.
The Dirty D.
Pop. Kind of weapons that, you know, if he existed to this day, Clint Westwood would
He does
maybe use.
exist to this day.
No,
He
that's
is.
Clint Eastwood. A common
my bad.
misconception.
You're right.
Completely different person.
36 kills to the 26 kills on Liquid now. Furia starting to pull ahead by a pretty big margin. And it was really only a matter of time with these kind of numbers that Liquid would have to take an eco or a partial investment round like we see here. They do deal with one, but Art, who I feel like they surely should have known about already, re-emerges from his little hole back in the pit. There's Quesarado to secure the round for Furia, 6-7 now, as they take 3 in a row, trying to end this first half in style. Let's not forget, it was 7-3 in favor of Liquid at one point in time. That was after a 5-0 run in the opening, unsurprisingly, 5 rounds of this map.
No way.
Yeah. Buy back in now for Liquid. Investment on the cards for either side. Look at the money, not a problem for Furia. They are just sweating cash over on this CT side. They are totally good looking at the future. Liquid not in that same boat, and they are jealous of those on board. Henny runs through a barrage of bullets, a hail of fire, and still puts up a kill down towards Banana. Man advantage taken for Furia, and now they can just anchor back in these bomb sites. They can hunker down. They ain't moving anywhere.
And not the man you want to lose at the start of the round. Stewie has been instrumental in opening and closing these rounds for Liquid. Him and Elige are the only players fragging right now on this T side, despite the scoreline. 11 kills for each of them. 3 on Naf, 1 on Twist, and Uno on Nitro. It's certainly not looking good for the individuals of Liquid. And you have to worry moving into the second half whether they can step it up or not. It's fine right now, but it can't continue. The smokes, the wall down here for Liquid, and Furia, they're going to have to pay for it. Yuri hiding in the pit right now, trying to dodge inside of the smokes. Art dropping one of his own, delays his push from Liquid, and means his smokes will expire. Liquid have to go through, and they have to do it now. Nitro getting shut down. Art's doubled up deep in his hands. Spam will not connect, and Naf has been given a chance. He'll take another kill. Bomb getting planted inside of the site, and it's a retake for Furia for 7.
Yeah, Twist down here in the pit has a crossfire with Naf. This is more designed to deal with short side though. Twist has got this this double peak potential from Furia, and they spot him, they see him, they know that he's here. They're gonna try and close the distance. Twist shrinking himself down. Naf hidden in the corner, not giving anything up. Vinny gonna drop on in, and that's to his demise. Henny now the only man left, and he gets mopped up.
He gets caught on the tree, I think. The little tree right there, the little bush. Unfortunate. Oh, well, last round of the half.
Yeah, Naf had 3 kills going into that round. He gets 3 kills. So exactly what we needed from him. Coming alive and tucked in this corner. Vinny half checked it. He looks in the back. He doesn't see him. Naf is tucked close to the wall. Once he realized that both were coming from long, instead of playing that crossfire with Twist, he just he tucks in and plays the bomb.
Unfortunate. Either way, full purchasing power. Everything that they've got will go into this round.
Oh, that's not the best Molotov. Not the worst either, but
Not the best Molotov.
certainly not going to win any awards. See, Twist is having to deal with Art's aggression, and the timing is awful for Twist. He looks away, Art comes around the corner. Goodbye, Twist. Nice meeting you. Grenade lands at his feet. And now Liquid just hitting B, but there's a triple setup here for Furia. Oh, sorry, there was.
How does Nitro win that? We'll never know. Vinny gonna try and take up position here. Burns Nitro down in the Molotov. Tries to get the rest done on the back of the M4 and falls a little short. Naf gonna be plugging in those numbers, gets that bomb planted, and it's Elige and Naf. Naf making an appearance once again in a 2vx now for Team Liquid. This time, it's all on his back, and Yuri, well, he gets both. That's going to be 7 rounds solidified for Furia at the end of this first half. Furia, more like Yuria, as he gets both of those kills there to round this one out. 8-7, we are as close as we can possibly be. We'll find out if Inferno ends here or if we'll go the distance. Join us after a quick break to find out.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we on the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so high they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive. Come alive. Come alive. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime.
Come alive. Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize.
We actually took the timer off just to keep you on your toes because this one has gotten that close. At the end of the half, we saw an 8-7 resurgence there from FURIA, who began to take the fight to Liquid a little bit later on. I'm here with Harry and Hugo. Now, before we jump into this game, I should actually just ask Harry about some of the lyrics he was just quoting. I don't know exactly who he was talking about. I think it was Lord. Is that right?
It was Lord, yeah.
Not the CS player.
No.
But go on.
No, the singer.
Okay.
I don't know. The line was just, you know, the great whites, they have big teeth. And I hope they bite you, Trace.
Wow. I don't even know if I should be offended or upset by that or just, yeah, it's kind of poetic in a way. Also, she's got another line where it's like, I'm kind of getting tired to throw my hands up in the air, or being asked to throw my hands up in the air. Anyway, GG.bet odds, you can be asked about those all day long. You get a 200% deposit bonus or something like that, looks like. Get 200% to deposit. There we go, that's better. Pistol round, second half, second map. Next one will be Mirage, should we need it?
Little mid push, but the flashes in response from Liquid, they'll blind everyone in alt mid. They take all the gunfights and they win them all. Naf gonna shut down Vinny, trying to get out through the T ramp. Keserato comes prepared and drops the smoke to get him by.
Now Stewie on his own at the back of B. He knows they're coming. He knows he's got to get two as FURIA look for a bomb plant. If Liquid could deny that, that would be great for starting off this half. And Stewie will take the head swiftly off of Henny. Keserato trapped, and by now, the rotations are already in. There are players in CT to support, and the flash keeps Keserato honest. There's almost nothing he can do here. They're coming for him, though, and he's giving them a run for their money, but it's not going to be enough. Liquid shutting it down, and Keserato, whew.
Why does it always have to be like that? They had such a great round right in front of them, everything that they needed, and then it just gets scary for no reason. I stopped watching horror flicks. I didn't sign up to watch a horror flick.
The dub is what matters, though. So they get the win. You know, that would have been worse if this happens and then the banana players just fall off and don't trade. Like if they back off and give Keserato the B site and a plant and a chance, that's when big problems arise. Like once you lose one, once you lose two, you just got to commit. I think if you're Liquid there. And so they do a good job of committing. Nitro gets that kill despite having a pretty rough performance right now. He's up to 4 at least. Pistol round is nice to him. And Liquid are back on board.
Yeah, that little shoulder peek from Elige nets him the information that FURIA have gone for this force spy. He hears the scout chime out with his shot down through mid. And now we're going to see Stewie go aggressive into the front lines here. I guess the back line of FURIA, they're set up to try and take this mid control. Team Liquid, very aware as to what's going on in this round, right? Not only because they have 2 players push down Banana, but this means that these rotations are going to come in very, very fast, and that frees up these 3 players inside of the A bomb site to just anchor this down and, you know, like really dig themselves in. Henny goes unchecked, both the Banana players die, and now everything I just said is basically irrelevant because the B site is now wide open.
It's the way she goes sometimes, Bubs. It's the way of the road.
Oh.
Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. This time, it's going to be a B hit for FURIA. That's where they're going. 4 deep. Nitro playing for the Coffins.
Oh,
Vinny
no.
already very hurt. Meanwhile, this has gone swimmingly well for FURIA, who did lose the first round. Twist just left by his lonesome. They backed out. They're heading on into A at a Fury pace.
Furious pace, Trace.
FURIA's.
It was sitting right in front of you the whole time.
Yeah, man.
Gold star for effort. Twist, he wants more than just a sticker. He wants a 10th round. 1 on 3, though, on this A site. FURIA double inside with a crossfire towards Pit and no kit.
Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to be too fun for Russ. But let's see what he's got. Absolutely nothing. Planted against the A cart there by Yuri. We still have a game on our hands. Don't discount it. Don't discredit it. FURIA are still here, and they're still playing.
Yeah, honestly, I think their second half has a real potential to get out of Liquid's hands. You know, FURIA already beating them hands down in just the frag total department. I haven't actually done the maths on it this time around, but I mean, you can just see it, right? Everyone knows numbers. They're pretty familiar to us. And, you know, over on the T side, that's going to make all the difference. The fact that every single one of these players is finding success in these head-to-head duels and winning them out could spell some disaster for Liquid, who still have really 3 players kind of missing on the scoreboard. It's very much the Elysian Stewie show. And over on the CT side, you cannot rely on just a handful of players to be stepping up. It's got to be a team effort, as FURIA found out back in that first half.
Ooh. Playing with fire and smoke. Naf avoiding bullets, dodging death. And tucking in the cubby. The resmoke comes down for FURIA. The bomb is back in spawn, but they don't have to commit. With a man and banana, they can always leave. They can always double back towards that B site. There is only a single CT there, and even they are considering a rotation. Stewie playing inside of the spawn. Well, he might need to hang around because FURIA, no, they're not going back to B. They were walking back out of mid, but instead they'll commit towards the A site with that bomb coming as well late. Naf is tucked, and check it, the spam is there. Oh, he's doubled it. He has made this round somewhat winnable for Liquid with the pistols. Stewie is on a flank, he's on a rotation down banana, and if FURIA don't speed up, they're gonna have a thorn in their behind.
Oh, and now that bomb dropped. Has Vinny at least getting the trade and retrieving that package? Stewie's come up through the bottom of mid. Is this still the A commitment? 20 seconds, it's gotta be. They try and go in and they shut down Stewie. Nitro has to now try and deny this round from inside of the bomb site. And Vinny's gonna swing wide to check it. Oh, but they don't believe in the check. And Nitro gets both players there in the nick of time. 10-8 now. Liquid gonna answer back. They take the lead. They take matters into their own hands. And FURIA, the 4-spy wars are set to continue.
It's so important that Nitro wins that because, you know, not only is he tucked in the site, but one of the players ran up short, jumped cart, and then jumped in apartments to trade that CZ kill that dropped the bomb. You know, Nitro, not that he was baiting, like, you know, of course, that's crazy. A team never does that. But, you know, Nitro playing a hidden position gets his teammate killed. So him winning the clutch is huge there.
Just as you said, within the nick of time. I like that, Harry. Not even sure it was intentional, but it does make sense. Very well done.
Of course it was intentional, Trace.
Of course it was. What was I thinking?
I think some of the best ones just, you know, happen accidentally. Happy accidents, as Bob Ross would say.
Happy accidents. And I do love the man Bob Ross.
Well, he's been known to create some art, so let's see if he can do anything in this round. I'm not talking about Bob Ross, I'm talking about art himself. As he pushes into the site, he's only got block and armor. And that might not matter. He's able to do a lot of damage. Yuri helps out. Deagle and Vinny not quite able to deliver that kill onto Nitro. Back into this 3-on-3. The B site belongs to FURIA, but Nitro's here with an eviction notice and he's ready to kick them out. Keserato and Art 2-on-3 to try and hold down this site in what was a 4-spy from FURIA. Down goes Art. Keserato now gave it a good attempt a couple of rounds ago in the pistol. Here, this clutch could be answered. The call ringing out for Keserato, and he's trying to stand above it all, and he does exactly that. A 9th round for FURIA, and I'm dead now.
19-7. What a legend, Harry. You wanted him to step up coming into this map, and he has done that and gone above and beyond. FURIA, yeah, they need a pause after that one. That was not according to plan. They went an eco. Even with Nitro's patience and getting multiple kills coming back in on the retake, Keserato, he uses the fountain as cover for players coming through the coffins, and Twist kind of just drops right into him there. I would have loved to see Twist, you know, jump across and get on the second oranges and come in from above, but just walks into the front of his crosshair, into the face.
This tactical timeout was called by FURIA, brought to you by the U.S. Air Force. Surely Liquid are enjoying that time as well. Back to the drawing board before they lose control of this game. Looking at 3 Deagles, 2 CZs. The utility necessary for a CT side of an Inferno. I do like that spray. Gonna have to check that one out. So applicable, you know?
Yeah. It's still there, you know, a little memory for Team Liquid to remember. A little memento from Keserato. That's the scene of the crime. Now to find out if Liquid are going to have to do the time, as they've gone in with another 4-spy. Losing this leaves them with no money, and that can be how FURIA springboard themselves into the lead here on this second map.
Very scared of Liquid playing a close corner setup, allowing them to flash aggressively back into the banana. That won't be the case. Art is clearing that out, getting the guarantee in for FURIA. This looks like it's going to end in a late B. They are passive on A, throwing smokes, throwing utility, keeping Liquid here, but the majority of Liquid are inside of this B site. Got a double boost towards quad. That is a commonly molly position, but Nitro can smoke it off. Sorry, he's on the A side. It's Naf, rather, ready and waiting. The push is in. Stewie's been spotted, but he gets dropped, falling back down behind the boxes. Art followed up. Do they expect the third man here? Doesn't matter. He's shown his hand. Naf not going to get anything for it either. And it's going to be a clean round, at least so far for FURIA. This is a bit messy, but oh dear, that's a bomb thrown forward. Luckily, Twisted Nitro are doubling back to save, so it won't get punished. But with how low some of these players are for FURIA, that was a round where Liquid could have done a little bit more. CZs, though, not known for that ammo.
Yeah, or efficiency on the reload, right?
Or really anything.
Maybe in, like, you know, a good 5 years ago.
Yeah.
People just sliding around, crouch peeking with CZs. Really was a disturbing time to be alive, but
Yeah.
for some of you that were there, you could probably attest to that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people think the Krieg is bad. CZ was kind of, you know, the pocket AK, and of course, coming in at such a low price point with how powerful it was,
It's happened again. It's like the way Caserado just looks down at it.
yeah,
It's like,
just
oh,
looking
well,
down. Oh dear,
I'm
Oh,
dead
well.
now. Here we go. Liquid, what are you going to do? You don't have the money for it. You don't have the money for the weapons. And again, we're going to see some CZs coming out. Smoke Molotov on Nitro. Perhaps they've got something up their sleeve right here they want to give a try. 4 players heading over towards A. Just Nitro left by himself at the B site. A boost coming in from Liquid. Perhaps they'll put 2 up there. They'll just double, triple up this mid side and try to get a good crossfire going. That's what looks more likely, I suppose.
Nitro solo B because he has a smoke incendiary, so he can stall this push. Not for long, though. FURIA waiting at the door. They want to get in. Knock, knock.
Who's there, Hugo?
FURIA.
FURIA who?
Didn't plan this far ahead, Trace.
Come on, man. Anyway. Still no kills exchanged. Nitro the only one to take any damage over there towards the B side. He's already just gotten away from that. He said, no, not for me. Meanwhile, full-on stack here, top middle. This is going to get real dirty real fast.
Yeah, but they haven't seen anything over towards B, so FURIA have kind of worked this out. They've read this whole round very, very well, and they dodged the stack in its entirety. Team Liquid, maybe they catch Yuri. Uh-oh. Run, or crawl, I guess. Crawl away, Yuri. Try to escape, but no, Twist has found him. The search crew were out in full force for Team Liquid, and the results, not fantastic. They do deal with Yuri, and that should be it. Art's even here to get a bit cheeky. Him and Stewie exchange a passing glance, and it wasn't love at first sight. Instead, Art's actually turning these boys to mincemeat over here in the library.
Chugging away with the $600 money printer.
That's what they called them back then, I suppose.
Yeah. Literally Prince Profit.
Not to be confused with Prince Harry. Also a prince.
That he is, and I am not him, to everyone that always messages me on Twitter thinking I am him.
I mean, you do have your name set as Prince Harry, so...
That is true. You have done that.
You know, and it's obvious.
Yeah, but so surely when they look at the account and they go, I mean, to be fair, I guess they go, yeah, Ginger, Prince Harry, sure, send a death threat. But it's it's a weird one, because I do think Prince Harry would have more than 8,000 followers. I like to believe that.
Well, if people wanted to message and talk to the Prince himself, where would they go on Twitter, Harry?
It'd be just Harry GG.
There we go.
And if it's that other guy you're after, I don't even know him.
Never heard of him.
Stewie over here. Not going to be royalty of his own over at Top Banana. As he tries to keep this throne belonging to Team Liquid. Knocking on the door is FURIA. They're keen to take it away. They'll start to clear out Top Banana now. They're very methodical in this approach, leaving no stone unturned. Now the fast B play commitment here from FURIA. 2 players in the site are immediately mopped up. This round's over. There you go. 12 on the board for FURIA.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Liquid were doing on the T side, right? Constantly hitting that B bomb site and then boom, triple save, double save, whatever it is. It's not a pretty day for Liquid. They've got to give up the round. They've got to hold on to the guns. And FURIA, well, they've taken the round. They don't want to leave the guns out in the open. They are going to start hunting.
Put Art in front with the FAMAS. Liquid are holding tight in the A stronghold, the A fortress. How tight can they hold on? Because they're about to have some company. Drawbridge has been raised, and here comes Art trying to swim through the moat. Not great so far. Nitro takes down 2. The bomb explodes, and it's going to be Twist that holds on to an AK going into the next round. Round 23. FURIA 12-10 now. Liquid thinking about their entire lives before going into this round. Or at least this game.
Right down mid for Twist, but that's some of the very limited utility that Liquid have to work with in this round. This one AK's got to do the heavy lifting. Ooh, the spam is there. I guess maybe a gap in the smoke, or FURIA at least somewhat aware of the possibility they won't allow it to happen here for Liquid. And that gun will have to hold on for later.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Elige. They didn't get the kills, so maybe they're thinking that it's probably clear, because what man could withstand a volley like that from the Krieg? Elige is no ordinary man, though. More man, or rather more machine man. Turns out they are just as vulnerable to bullets as anyone else, though. And he gets turned up pretty easily there.
Full blind, of course. Yuri takes down Nitro. And the show continues. Twist with this AK tucked inside of the site. Yuri drops off in a pit. The rest of the hit from Furia is over towards B. Bombs there as well. Twist has absolutely no shot to be had there as Yuri is on fire right now. Takes out Naf as well. Starting to smell like a third map. Not always a third map, but it's starting to smell like we're going to Mirage.
Yeah, I mean, what else do we have here so far? This has been 5 rounds in a row for FURIA and Liquid. They found the first round, they lost to a Force, then they forced back, and they won that with a solo gun and 4 CZs. And since then, it's been all FURIA. So a great T side in this map, really just hitting B repetitively. And Liquid with no answers to it yet. Double orb coming out, could that be the solution? And is it in time for Liquid? Naf and Nitro wielding those weapons. Naf on the B site. Nitro long side.
55 kills in total over on the Liquid side, 75 for FURIA. They are leaps and bounds ahead of the competition here. I mean, Queserato, 24 kills. He is almost double the frag leader over on the Liquid side of things. It really is just a case that a few individuals, a couple of key players here aren't really showing up to the party. And on top of that, FURIA are looking stellar. Since getting onto this T side, they have dictated the pace so damn well. You know, like Liquid have always had to try and play reactively to what's going on the FURIA side, and that's left them completely open to this manipulation that FURIA have been throwing in, right? They keep faking top mid. Liquid, this standard kind of play that they've been doing in a few of these rifle rounds where they just play passively back in the bomb site, doesn't give them any information, and it also gives so much map control up to FURIA. It's a bit of a grave error as well. There's a gap in this smoke, and that allows Yuri to just spot the short side and make sure no one's aggressing. And so that kind of takes the threat out of this smoke, really. They can't go any deeper than it, but they at least know that there's no one waiting on the other side. And now 20 seconds, his play's got to come in now for FURIA if they're going to make it happen. 15 seconds. You can see Liquid is so antsy about rotating this fourth man around. He's only just come in now. It's Stewie on his way into this A site, but the shutdown is in. Twists and Nitro answering the call. Elige steps up with 2. And Team Liquid will take an 11th round.
Yeah, the AWP is the answer here for Liquid. Nitro with a double kill. Not only that, but the passive play that you mentioned, Harry, that hasn't really benefited Liquid because it has been these B hits from FURIA. It finally works out. FURIA, they are committed towards the A site with 5 players, and Liquid being boxed in inside of the site gives them crossfires and gives them a bit of safety as the timer ticks down too low for FURIA to secure anything. Well, Nafsorb get a chance to shine now in this one as B gets back on the cards here for FURIA. We're going to see this A presence early, but don't be confused. There are grenades going into Banana for FURIA. And I think if they want a safe round here, that might be the ending zone, the landing zone for this bomb.
Ending zone works too. End zone, so to say. American football, but you guys, do as you please.
Yeah, I don't even know English football jargon, so...
You never hit it top 90? You ever bent it like Beckham?
I know who Beckham is. That's about the limit of my
pretty good.
football knowledge.
What about like Ronaldo, Ronaldinho?
Yeah, I mean, I know the names. I couldn't pick them out of a lineup, but...
Okay. Well, Wayne Rooney, of course, nowhere to be found in this matchup or have any bearing on this whatsoever. We're going to be taking a look at the hold by Liquid over on their CT side. They are in a dangerous way. Scary way, considering the rounds they've let slip by.
Yeah, no B progress yet, but you can already see Yuri is running back to lineup utility. They are going to be looking towards this A site again. Liquid with another passive boxed-in setup. 3 players here. One of them being cut off on long side by the utility and Moto. It looks like FURIA want to double back, but they have yet to do so, and they've got no one in Bananas, so just constantly checking their backline, making sure there's no mid-flank. Serato, crucial entry towards that A site. Elige is gone, and now Twist has to hold the line. He does.
Yeah, a bit of a menace down here in the pit. They try to assemble this boost. Serato peeking above the smoke, and Nitro missed shot. That's going to cost him his life. Stewie and Naf, 2 on 3 in the retake. If they die here, the money is gone for Liquid. They can still field the buy, but it's not going to be great. So this is a high-risk, high-reward play. Stewie trying to close the distance. Spots Serato, but isn't able to get the kill. And so for Naf, all that's left to do is run away and give it a go in the next one. 14 rounds for FURIA now. About to take this one over the line and lock in that Mirage 3rd map, unless Team Liquid can put together some sort of stellar defense here and now, which if this second half is anything to go by, they've struggled with, to say the very least, only managing 3 CT side rounds thus far.
Yeah, FURIA go back to that A site, but this time the difference is they have time to do what they want. They slow down in the 4-on-3, and they boost up a player on long. Serato with the Krieg goes above. He has been hitting shots this game, and that is safe to say. And once he's on the boost, he's able to take down Twist in the pit. You can barely see it from Twist's perspective. You can't even see it from Twist's perspective. And Nitro missing a shot with the AWP. Well, that kill alone is everything for Liquid. And they lose the A site, they lose a round. This is their last chance to stay in this map. Otherwise, we may just be seeing Mirage after all.
That's what it's starting to smell like.
Oh.
Stewie with the aggressive B push gets punished by Art. However, Naf on the follow-up. He takes down Art, also does a considerable amount of damage to Serato, who's got to back out there now. And 4 HP, caught a bit of a grenade as well. It's going to be a full-on traverse here from FURIA. They're going to look towards the middle for an answer.
Yeah, they haven't actually seen the AWP on B, despite Naf and Nitro running this double AWP in the last couple of rounds. Of course, FURIA have been on A and back-to-back rounds, so they didn't have this info, and maybe weren't expecting Naf to just wallbang them there. I wouldn't be surprised if Stewie made that call and told Naf to go for the shot. He saw players up close, and they may see more as FURIA set up towards a Banana. This was treating them so well in how they initially got their 5 rounds on this T side, and Elige made the wrong read. He's rotated CT. He has no flashes to set his teammate up either, just a molly and a smoke, but those will be coming in too late as FURIA look to make a near contact play on this B site, about to burst it. Elige sneaking back. He could be here in time, but it's going to be very, very close indeed.
Yeah, Nafa's got a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Doesn't quite manage to block that smoke. FURIA, 25 seconds now. They have to go through this defensive smoke that the CTs threw on down. And that leaves them at the mercy of this AWP. Elige is dealt with and mopped up pretty much straight away. Naf has repositioned onto Emo. Oh, they've got him pinned. First man goes round. Vinny meets his maker. Naf trapped. 10 seconds on the clock, and that kill comes in just in the nick of time for K-Serato. Twisted Nitro now all alone at 2-on-3.
Nitro does have this grenade, though. If he does place it properly, he'll find at least one. K-Serato on 4 HP and Yuri on half. Be right there planted on top of the bomb. K-Serato watching down Banana. Nitro on his way back through construction. He's going to meet resistance of Henny to start things off, and Henny is just way too quick with it.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness, how that all fell apart there for Team Liquid.
Trigger hungry for K-Serato, but it works out wonderfully. That patience as well. He scopes up on the man at the back of the site with the AWP. It was Naf, and K-Serato just waits and waits and waits and waits. And eventually he gets the wallbang onto Naf, even killing his teammate at the end in the post-plant, but guaranteeing the round at the same time. So 15-11, and money is no problem for FURIA.
And the awkward part about this is Stewie pushes down Banana to begin the round. Should he have found kills or found success there, that entire round turns out differently.
Yeah, I mean, K-Serato got wallbang down to 20 health, and he gets 3 kills in the post-plant. So you're right, Trace. You know, the tiny details do matter. The wallbang that put him on low, well, if only it killed him, could have been a 1 round for Liquid. Not that they could know that. And now overtime is the only way they win this map. That or Mirage. FURIA just a round away from taking us to that point. This buy from Liquid is certainly not pretty. Couple of rifles, couple of SMGs, and certainly not enough utility.
It pales in comparison to these T-rifles, or trifles as they're sometimes known.
Are they known as that? Trifles?
It just could be, because I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to build something. Trifled layers, jelly, I don't know, it's all in there, but there's
Trifling.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of words that involve it. But we'll have to see, because the proof is in that pudding here for FURIA.
Like a nice chicken pot pie.
My favorite dessert.
Yeah, what do you
just
eat for...
happens to be my favorite 3 things, to be honest. Here we are.
Oh, they hear Stewie start to roast the toast in the Molotov. And Naf's trying his best to stay alive on the retreat. Yuri still lurking in the apartments. Could be a real problem when it comes to denying these rotations from Team Liquid. Down goes Nitro. The rest of this round feels like it should just be a formality for FURIA, but they're keeping it informal. They're laying down the pain. Twists all alone. And he's just got to do the honorable thing. And that is let them take this one.
It's all about the stats, though. Get some numbers, get some kills. Get a rating. Oh, jokes. Yuri's coming in on the back line. There it is.